Whether you're following a strict low-carb routine or simply seeking a nutritious alternative to traditional pizza, this low-carb pizza recipe is a game changer. Hi, I'm Tara the Foodie, and I take the mystery out of cooking for you. Join me in my test kitchen and discover how you can still indulge in your favorite comfort food while staying true to your health and fitness goals. What's the secret? A pizza crust made with chicken. Yeah, chicken.
A pizza crust made with chicken.
Yeah, hear me out.
Ridiculous.
It's made with chicken, Parmesan cheese, and egg, with a little seasonings in there as well. Believe me, it makes a delicious, high-protein, satisfying, low-carb pizza crust that you will love. Now, let's get cooking. So the first step in making this chicken low-carb pizza crust is you want to grab two 12.5-ounce cans of chicken. When you open those cans, you want to drain them. But even when you drain them, kind of like you do drain like a can of tuna, there still probably is a little bit of extra moisture in this chicken. So we want to really dry it out so that this pizza crust isn't soggy and gets as much of a firmness as we possibly can get. If you don't go with canned chicken and instead you go with shredded rotisserie chicken, shredded leftover chicken that you have in your fridge, you can certainly do that. You'll end up with about 14.5 ounces of meat after, you drain your cans of chicken. So just grab about 14.5 ounces of chicken if you're not using canned. We're going to take this chicken and just grab like 2 big paper towels, and we're just gonna make sure that we get all the liquid out of this chicken. So go ahead and just throw it all over the kitchen. Just get it on the paper towel as best you can, and then wrap the chicken up in your paper towel, and you're just gonna squeeze it over a bowl or the sink. There's some juice that's coming out, and you don't want that in your crust.
Quite the gun show right here.
So I've finished wringing this out. I'm going to rinse out this bowl and move on to the next step. I am just now going to basically let the chicken out of the paper towel now into the bowl, and it's much drier. And to this chicken, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup of packed down grated Parmesan cheese. So go ahead and add this cheese to the bowl. And next you want to add 2 eggs scrambled. So we're going to have to go ahead and scramble them first.
Everybody should know how to scramble an egg.
I would hope, but you never know. So just grab a fork. I think a fork is actually the best way. And poke your egg yolks first, and then just scramble away. Another arm workout. So go ahead and add your egg yolk to the bowl. And then this seasoning is optional, but I think it's gonna give it a little bit more flavor. So either way, it will work for you. But I think this would be great if we add a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder and a 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And now we're just gonna go in and mix this all up until it's well combined. This is a get your hands in there and do the work kind of recipe, but it's an easy recipe. You wanna make sure all that seasoning is all through this crust. Now you want to grab yourself a sheet pan, or if you've got a round pizza pan, anything that you have, and you want to take a piece of parchment paper and put it down onto that pan. And now you want to take your chicken, cheese, and egg mixture and turn it out onto your pan with the parchment paper and then form it into a crust. So even though I have a rectangle sheet pan, I'm gonna go ahead and make this into a circle shape. And you want to smash this down as thin as you can.
For the people that are watching this video for the first time, I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, this will be another first for Juicy Joe. I've had this pizza crust before, not for a long time, but I've done the low carb keto diet in the past, and Juicy Joe and I are getting, we're trying to get our beach bodies back, and so we've been for a while now following a low carb diet. I haven't made this for him yet as an option for dinner, but I have had this in the past, and it really does fulfill that craving for pizza, but you're not eating bread. You're eating just a bunch of protein and cheese, like meat and cheese. But it has the feel of pizza, and actually the taste is better than pizza because you just get another meat to eat with your pizza toppings. It's hard to describe and it sounds odd, like you're eating a chicken sandwich and a pizza at the same time, but I'm telling you, it's really, really good. Just trust me. Trust Tara the Foodie. I would not steer you wrong.
This might be a good time to tell the viewers about the oven.
About the, yes. I never remember to tell you that you should have already preheated your oven to 475 degrees. Yeah, just turn it all the way on. Just as hot as it'll go. You want to preheat your oven to 475 degrees Fahrenheit because we are going to blast this thing for 10 minutes to turn it into a crust that we can then put some delicious toppings on.
Does this mean we can technically say, it's dough time?
Oh yeah! You guys remember? You remember dough time?
It's
and
dough time!
I'm all dressed in my workout clothes, you know? I could see if I still got it. It's been like a year. It's dough time!
Do that again, that was fantastic. First try. It's dough time!
It's dough time!
Ooh, Muay Thai knee to the chest.
Oh.
She knows
What do I do now? It's dough time! The difference between that video, which if you haven't seen it yet, which you probably have because it's our most popular video, I will link it up here for you, our Pizza Hut pan pizza video. I am not drunk this time. I was feeling pretty good in that video. So if nothing else, you want to see me tipsy making pizza, click that video and watch it. Okay, so this looks pretty perfect. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a perfect circle. I am going to now put this in the 470 degree oven for about 10 minutes to fuse it, and it will start to brown on top. So I'm just slicing up a green pepper because that's one of the toppings that I've chosen to put on my pizza. But the great thing about pizza in general, as you know, you can put any toppings you want on top. So really the idea of this video is to show you how to make this low carb pizza crust with chicken. I bet you didn't know you were getting that when you clicked on this video. What? Chicken? But once you make the crust, you can top it with any toppings you want. It is completely up to you. I cooked up some chorizo and just removed it from its casings and cooked it in the pan and just broke it down so that it's in little crumbles. I've got some already sliced mushrooms. I figured I'd make it easy on myself. So these are sliced baby Bella mushrooms. And I've got some shredded mozzarella cheese, about 8 ounces. And I have got just a jarred pizza sauce. Again, I have chosen Raoul's for the pizza sauce because they make a low sugar version of pasta sauce, pizza sauce that is super delicious and the lowest carb stuff that you're gonna find out there. And I'll link Raoul's below if you want to grab it online if you don't have it in your store. And then, you know, we could have just bought sliced pepperoni, but no. Juicy Joe wanted me to get this for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know. I think he just wanted to watch me wield it in this video. And should I use this as a bat? Oh, I already cut up the green pepper.
Oh, yeah.
I could have hit it. The pizza crust is ready. Let's take a look. All right. Now it is starting to dry out and a little bit of brown I see along the edges, but I want to see more brown on top of this crust. So I am going to leave it in there for probably another 5 minutes just so that it dries out more and browns on top. So I'm going to go ahead and add 5 minutes to this time, and I'll make sure that that is correct in the recipe that I have linked down below. So we have one last ingredient to prep, and it is this huge log of pepperoni. I'm gonna have to cut some of this up. But if you buy pepperoni this way, you have more variety because you can make the pepperoni as thick as you want, you can slice it, or you could dice it. If you like your pepperoni in little cubes, that would be good as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off the end of this huge pepperoni and take off the paper as well. We don't need that. And I'm just gonna slice this pepperoni up. You can only slice it so thin when you're doing it by hand. So these are gonna be some meaty discs. Meat chips. That's right, babe.
Meat chips.
These are meat chips. So many references from that other video. Time to check our pizza crust again. All right, let's see if we're, okay, now that is what I was looking for. Take it out of this very, very hot oven. So you can see we've got a nice browning on this crust now. That dries the crust out and gets it nice and solid so that we can put the pizza toppings on top. All right, so here is our prepped and cooked pizza crust, our low carb pizza crust made with chicken, if you can believe that.
Canned chicken.
Canned chicken. So the thing I was thinking about when I was thinking about doing this recipe and showing this to you is when you are on a diet, you're trying to drop some weight and you're trying to keep your calories down, your carbs low, your protein high, if you're dieting in that way, not everybody does. And you just want pizza one day and you're mad because you can't have it. You know, you want pizza and you're just like, and that's gonna happen. When you are dieting, you're gonna want what you can't have. Set yourself up for success and have in your pantry a couple of cans of chicken, some Parmesan cheese and eggs. And then when that craving hits and you just want pizza so bad, now you can whip this up, and you saw it's not hard at all. You can do it quickly. Once you smush it together and put it on the pan, it cooks in 15 minutes. You can still have pizza and not feel guilty about it. And in fact, get a nice, delicious protein boost and be well within your calories and your macros. And then you're gonna look good on the beach. And everything is good. Now, let's add our toppings. So I'm gonna take this pizza sauce and attempt to open it.
I'm gonna get the guns and booze working.
I had to summon my Wonder Woman strength. Oh, it smells so good. I'm just gonna get this big spoon and just spoon some out and just spread it around. And if you need to put more on there, put more on there. You do whatever the hell you want. That's the glory of pizza. Next, I wanna put my cheese on. So just sprinkle it. And it's up to you how many calories you want on this too. So I didn't use it all. I think that's enough cheese. And next I'm gonna put some chorizo. So if you wanna do sausage, use the sausage of your choice. You can use an Italian sausage, a sage breakfast sausage. But Juicy Joe is such a fan of chorizo, and I love it too. So he requested chorizo. So we're gonna put a little spicy spin on our low carb pizza. So I'm just gonna go ahead and sprinkle some chorizo onto this pizza, and we're gonna go ahead and make it a meat lovers, adding even more protein to this glorious pizza.
Time to get swole.
Yeah, really. Go do your weightlifting, come back and make this pizza, and you're just gonna blow up. So next, let's go ahead and put some mushrooms on. Mushrooms, I hear, are very good for you, and they help you to keep full when you are watching what you eat. These are some pretty big mushrooms, so I think that's gonna be good. Let's get the pepperonis on there next. These are some thick babies. You want another one? If you have any pepperonis left, pop those on there. We'll kind of scatter those about as well. My OCD starts to come out when I'm putting toppings on pizza, can you tell? Now I'm going to add some green pepper, and this adds some earthiness, a little bit of veg on your pizza, and it adds some lovely color too. And especially, again, when you are watching your weight and you're eating things that are new to you and, you know, maybe are a little different, get excited about how they look. So now it is time to place this good-looking, sexy, low-carb pizza back in the 475-degree oven for just 5 to 10 minutes. Keep an eye on it. When it looks like you want it to look, take it out. A lot of recipes, especially pizza, you're going to have leftovers, you know, leftover ingredients, in this case, leftover toppings. And what I'm gonna do is just, you know, cover these up, put them in the fridge, and then you can use these leftovers to make a whole bunch of different things throughout the week. One of them being pizza bagels for a great lunch option for your kids. Our boys really love the pizza bagels that I make, and I will link the video here that shows you a few different options that you can make for your kids for lunch that's, you know, not just a regular kind of ham and cheese sandwich. All right, it's been a little over 10 minutes now. I think it might be done now. Let's take a look. So we've got our bubbling cheese and the mushrooms are cooked down. The pepperoni is curling up on the edges and the green pepper is nice and cooked. So to me, that means it's done. And this is my low carb pizza. Let's go ahead and slide this off of the sheet pan onto our cutting board. How about we do it a little easier? We'll do it in stages. Whoa! Stage 1 complete. Gonna get it out from underneath. There! Graceful! AF! And now it's my favorite time of every episode, time to taste. And here we have just a beautiful low carb pizza made with a low carb chicken crust. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this as I would any other pizza. But let's take a closer look at one of these pieces of low carb pizza. It's got a bend to it because it's not a crispy, it's crispy on the edges here, like the crust part, but it holds together really nicely, which is a great benefit of making this crust. So it's kind of like New York style, right? The New Yorkers are like, what the hell are you talking about? Just because it bends, that's all I'm saying. Good looking pizza, low carb, and I'm about to see how delicious it is. Oh my gosh. You're just gonna die when you try this. The pizza crust is made with chicken. So you're eating chicken and cheese and pepperoni and sausage and all these different things all at once, and pizza sauce, and it's supposed to taste like pizza. It does. It very much does taste like pizza, especially with the garlic powder and the Italian seasoning in the crust. Do that. But the crust also has this extra flavor, and it's packed with flavor, actually, much more than a pizza crust ever is. You know, pizza crust is usually pretty benign in flavor, not too much going on with it. This is amazing. It's delicious. And this piece of pizza is really gonna satiate you. Make this low carb pizza today. It will keep you on track and still allow you to eat something that you are craving. I'm Tara the Foodie, taking the mystery out of cooking for you, and I will see you next time.
Hello.
So this would be your first bite of low carb chicken crust pizza. How do you feel?
Well, initially I'm like just holding it. It does feel like a pizza because of the crust. I don't know. I just have to eat. I am still in disbelief on how you can use chicken and make a pizza crust out of it. This is a banger. That is a banger. You can probably serve this as a pizza and trick people.
You think?
Oh, I think so. The viewers that are watching this right now, we're going to challenge you.
Yeah.
Make this, serve it. Don't tell anybody what you did to make the crust. First, see if somebody can pick out, like, hey,
What is it?
what is in the crust? How did you make the crust? And then, please, get the reaction on camera. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you're eating chicken crust pizza.
Please.
Come
Please.
on.
And send it to Instagram, message me at Tara the Foodie, at Tara the Foodie on Facebook. We have a really fun community on Facebook. Memes galore. Follow us everywhere on social media at Tara the Foodie and at Juicy Joe.
I'm getting there. I'm not as popular as this girl.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Cut!